and then the braided when I took it out. And when I was looking at the braids, I noticed that everything was neat. They pride themselves on having very nice, and when I took it out of the pack and tried it on with the lace and everything still attached, I knew right away that this wig is definitely high quality, and this is like next level realness and quality. It looked very natural with nothing done to it. Obviously it had like the baby hairs braided down around the front, but the lace was so thin and it's light brown, and it just blended beautifully with my scalp. It looked like scalp for real. Complaint that I had with one of my favorite braided wigs, which is Isioma, is that the knots were not bleached and the lace was not my color. It was a little bit too dark for me. So at the time that I bought that wig, Isioma, they didn't offer, you know, different varieties of lace colors. So I was happy to see that this company did. So they are a brand that offers box braided wigs, cornrow wigs, and lock wigs. So they say our braided wigs are all handmade with virgin human hair lace wigs, and it gives them a very natural look with the lace. So mine is a full lace wig. It's a medium cap size. I have the same color as the picture, and I have sparse baby hairs. But when you see me styling the wig and I take down the baby hairs, it's not gonna look sparse, it's gonna look pretty. Started off by doing the ball cap method, and the reason why I did that is because with like underneath the cap, and you can get away with just doing that, but I wanted to do a really good install with this wig, so I wanted to take my time and do the ball cap method. It also protects it's supposed to protect your edges and everything. Most of my edges are like right here, it's sticking out just a little bit, but it doesn't look bad. Start off with the ball cap method. I used the black bottle of Got to Be Glued. I put it all around the perimeter of cool. I kind of went back from cool to warm until it was dry. This process took I'm gonna say it took an hour and a half. It took a long time to get everything situated like I wanted it to be. I blow dried it, and then I cut the cap away. And I would recommend, I see a lot of people do this, they take their scissors and they cut a little hole in the ear area while it's like hanging over, and then they spread it out and then they put it over their ear. That's gonna give you a better fit, and it's gonna keep the cap that's around your ear from rolling back. So I Got to Be Glued in the black bottle, and all the areas that were sticking up around the perimeter, I took the end of my eyebrow shaper and I just laid it down, and then I blow dried it again. And then I took my face powder that's closest. I took my face powder and I put that on top of the ball cap, just so it would blend in a lot better once I put my braided wig on. So I tried on my braided wig, and I wanted to see that everything fit well with the cap underneath and nothing was like sticking out too much. What I did was I took my Got to Be Glued freeze spray and I sprayed that on top of the lace. I started by doing it by the ears, like on the temples and stuff, because really I don't have issues with the front of the lace, like the front hairline areas staying flat. I usually have issues with it on the side, so that's what I wanted to focus on first. I blow dried the freeze spray on and close to my ear area, and then I moved on to the front of my hairline and sprayed that and blow dried that down as well. And then after I did that, I cut away the lace. I used scissors first, and I kind of did a zigzag motion, and then as I got to the ears, cut all the lace away. And before I did that, I believe I tied it down before I did that, and then I did have some of the lace start to lift, so I did go back with that Got to Be Glued a third time, and in any spots that were, I did have to tweeze those. It was a lot easier to tweeze the baby hairs because the knots were bleached. It makes the hair come out a lot easier. I cut the baby hairs and I styled the baby hairs. It took me a while to figure, and when it comes to babies, Now this wig just out the gate looks very natural, but even with that, if you don't do you know, correct baby hair placement, it can still be very obvious that it's a braided wig. So just take your time when it comes to that. But then again, baby hairs are a preference, so you can do like dramatic swoops if you want to. I tried to do smaller swoops just so it will look more undetectable and natural. So after I got the baby hairs down, I tied my hair. I took my scarf off, and I think this just looks very, very natural. They did a great job with making this wig. I have to say, this, if you're looking for a braided wig, I definitely would not skimp on investing in something good, because you guys saw those sensational wigs that I reviewed like last, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. All right guys, so it's the next day. I slept in this wig, and this is what it looks like. On this side, you might be able to see like a little shadow there where it's a little bit darker. I need to trim back the lace the next time I wear this wig, just so it's not so much excess lace. Overall, I think this looks really, really good. Haven't worn it outside yet, but this is what it looks like in natural light. Looks very, very natural.